Most people are blind by these material comfort or possession, so they don't want to look any further. Because this is such a situation of the world that make people that way. They're not born that way. They are born from glorious places, mostly. So they come here, and the Maya make them struggle for a living. So all they can think of is money, gold, for more comfort, more glory, more easy life. Oh, working day and night like this and don't even have ends meet. This is terrible for them. So how can they even forget the survival necessity, you know? All they can think of is tomorrow how to eat, tomorrow have more, or the neighbor have better car. You know, it's just everything around them just make them think that way. And it slowly become like their nature. And they identify themselves with it. And that's how the ego is born. And once they get all this, what they think is glory, then the ego is become like a solid prison. You can't break it out anymore. I earn all this. I made it. Yeah, I am great. I'm clever. I'm a good businessman. You see what I provide for all my family. And I have more to give my neighbor. Yeah, or disaster victim, whatever. You know what I mean? And then the ego get more and more crown, get greater and greater position, and nobody can talk to that guy anymore. Remember the joke yesterday? The guy said, you know, he has a desperate for a meeting and he want to park a car. He couldn't find it. He said, please, please, Lord, if you make me a parking space, I will go to the church every day. And what else did he say? Huh? And stop drinking even. And then suddenly a park space available and say, oh, never mind, Lord, I have found one. I have found one. Oh, wow. It can be the true story, you know. Can be the true story. I heard some people, you know, some maybe joke from Vietnamese refugees, but some stories true. I don't mean to offend them or anything, but because they told me these stories. Because they saw me eat vegetarian, they say, he's also vegetarian, you know, like twice a month. I said, why is that? He said, well, originally I should be eating vegetarian every day for 3 years, but I can't make it, so I make it twice a month, you know, like a paying mortgage. But I said, why? He said, because when he was floating around on the water of the Pacific, he made a vow to Kuan Yin Bodhisattva that if he come to shore safely and make it to the third country, you know, the country of safety, you know, the refugees, then he would eat vegetarian for 3 years, as if it's good for the Kuan Yin Bodhisattva to be less fat or something. Oh, never mind, the Kuan Yin Bodhisattva or not, help him to get to Germany. That was where I worked for the refugee before. And he couldn't make it every day, so he make it twice a month. Mortgage, you know, paying in a lease term. Instead of pay it at once, he do it twice a month. Well, at least he keep his promise. It's just a lengthened promise, you know, twice a month instead of every day. And he probably pay for the rest of his life. It's so funny. Yeah, but at least he does, huh? Not like the guy who found the parking space by himself. He even say, oh my Lord, don't bother, I found it. I found it myself. Such a cute human. God can only be laughing.